Hey everyone, welcome back to my podcast, Insanity Check. I'm your host, Alex, and today we have some special guests with us. We have Nathan, my editor.
Hello.
We have Michael.
Hello.
And we have Lisa.
Hi.
So yeah, this is the first episode of the hopefully long-running series of Insanity Check, where we are just going to talk about anything to do with life, funny life things, sad life things, emotional, serious, but all in all, we're just going to have a great old time here. So first, we're going to talk about quarantine life. So how's everyone doing with quarantine life? Like, how's it going for you?
Not bad. I mean, I realized how lazy I am in general. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not a lot has changed. From being honest, I don't usually go outdoors anyway. So like.
Yeah, I feel like this quarantine life is like great for introverts. Like
introverts, really.
Introverts, they don't have to make up excuses to go outside, like to not go outside because they physically cannot go outside or else they want to die.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah. I'm loving it as well.
I'm not liking it.
Why? It's
Michael's an extrovert.
Yeah, it's true. It is. But like, who's spending like? Because me, I wake up in the morning, I spend like an hour on TikTok, which is really bad.
You said you wouldn't get TikTok.
I know.
You told me. You were saying you hated it.
I know.
No,
but then I started using it, and oh my gosh, I'm just there for like I'll say I'll watch like 5. Like an hour later, I'm like halfway through my For You page. It's crazy.
That's not physically possible to get halfway through your For You
page. Is it not? Does it keep going? Is it like
going? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's infinite.
I mean, I don't use TikTok. I've restricted TikTok to just in the evening around 1 a.m. I'll watch TikToks until 2. Then
wait. How is that the evening?
1 a.m.
Do you know the evening is like 5 till like 7? You're literally speaking about like midnight hour. That's like witching hour. That's when like witches like come out and do potions and
crap. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy again. So I say I watch Grey's until 1 and I watch TikTok till 2.
Isn't Grey's Anatomy on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix. I think it is.
It's on US Netflix. It's on US Netflix. So we're banging out the VPN.
Oh, VPN. Which one are you using? Are you using NordVPN or something?
No,
or like
you have to pay for that. I'm using Stealth. Yes, I'm using Stealth VPN.
Oh, I use XVPN. Like everyone at OLabs uses XVPN. Don't know why.
I have one on my phone, which is different. Oh. On my phone, I have free VPN. That's what it's called.
Free VPN. It flat out says it on the tin.
Yeah.
Free VPN.
What's a treat? Watch 5 ads, and you get a whole day.
Oh, that's actually decent.
Moving on to our sponsor, free VPN.
Free VPN. If you want free VPN, get free VPN.
Yeah.
Yours for $3.99 a month.
If you want to get hacked, then go ahead.
If you want to get hacked by Mohammed in Saudi Arabia,
Abdul from the Indian call center.
Saudi Arabia, more like Hounslow.
Okay, right. So what we eating? Because I have the last like 3-4 days, the amount of sugar I have ingested would kill an elephant.
Oh yeah, I'm living off Frosties.
I'm not gonna
tell
lie.
me about that.
Frosties and alcohol. It's getting me through.
What, together in the same bowl?
Yeah, Frosties. Instead of milk, you put alcohol. That's why you don't like milk.
It's just vodka.
She doesn't like milk, so she just puts vodka in it.
I finished my vodka bottle 2 days in. It was depressing. I said it would last me at least 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
honestly,
awful.
I've just been eating literally whatever has been in my cupboards.
Oh, you're lucky there's
been,
things in your cupboards. Like
basically, so around Christmas time, my uncle and aunt came over from Switzerland, and they brought with them a big suitcase full, and by full I mean literally crammed to the top with chocolate bars, and we've just kept them in our cupboard, and I've been living off those, and I've got about 3 left, so I'm not doing too bad.
I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one that actually lost weight.
I feel like I'm gaining. I feel like I'm fluctuating. Like some days I will gain weight, and other days I'll lose it. Cause like There'll be some days I eat so much, and then other days I eat like barely anything, and it just keeps going up and down.
I ate a lot yesterday. I mean, a lot.
What did I eat?
I'm just snacking really bad.
your Frosties and vodka, yeah.
No, I ate late night cereal.
As for like a week ago, you ate like a ton of chocolate. I don't know where you got. It was like an Easter egg.
Who, me?
You.
Yeah. I had like 3 Easter eggs in one day.
How did you still have Easter eggs left?
It was Easter.
Was it? When was Easter? Oh gosh, all concept of time.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago? Oh,
yeah,
man,
my eating habit yesterday was really bad. I didn't eat breakfast because I woke up at 11.
2.
11 actually. I ate pasta, then I went out and got 2 meal deals, got Pringles, and then went to Wimpy for a burger.
Damn.
What a fat fuck I am.
Yeah, but you go on like massive 20-mile hikes across the coast of Britain.
I mean, I already went out 20.
You walk more than an immigrant trying to escape their country to get into like Europe.
Oh my god. Like, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Light racism. Light racism.
Light racism. Casual racism.
Casual. It is casual. Whose sleeping schedule is going to absolutely...
Oh my... Yes.
Mine.
I went to sleep at 4 a.m. last night. I woke up at 11. I don't know how I'm surviving. I don't know.
I went to early yesterday. I went to bed at 3 yesterday. It was quite early for me.
I went to bed early yesterday.
1 a.m.
Yeah, listen, you're gone by like 12. And I'm just there texting you, and then you're just gone. I don't see you until the next morning.
So wait, you have time to text Lisa at 3 a.m, but you haven't got time to reply to my snaps.
No, but she's not texting me at 3 a.m. She's texting me at like 12.
I see how it is.
Oh my god.
Bros before hoes, Alex. Bros before hoes.
Oh, I message you, but then I forget. And then because I'm there watching YouTube while I'm messaging.
I don't get your YouTube addiction. I physically can't get. I don't like.
I love YouTube.
There's nothing on YouTube left that I like.
What? Yeah, it's because of quarantine.
I've given up on YouTube by this point.
YouTube?
Quarantine's ruined YouTube. You think people post more, but they don't. Quarantine is not. It's ruined it. Like you think people would post way more, but like no one's got anything to post.
No, not only that. It's
apart from us.
It's not even that. Like I find it a chore to open Snapchat at the moment. Like I open it once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening.
Is that why it takes you like 8 hours to reply to me?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not that deep. I'm being honest. I ain't opening Snapchat. I can't.
That's
be
me
asked.
with WhatsApp. I can't open WhatsApp.
WhatsApp? Who's texting you? Is your grandma texting you on WhatsApp?
No, like, we use it for school, and it's like
what?
What like do you the entire school. Like I have a WhatsApp group chat
for school.
Yeah, we have a WhatsApp group chat for like every single subject. Like we have one for subjects, societies, and like they show work there. And
really?
Like, we like post work to each other, but I can't be asked to look at it because it's just I can't be asked.
We put everything on Snapchat.
My college just uses Discord. We have a different server. Well, not a different server. We have one server for the college, and then we have a page to sign in whenever we need to sign in to show that we've been doing our work. And then we have little sub pages for each of the topics. And it works because it's simple rather than having 15 different WhatsApp chats.
Wait. I mean, what time do you have to sign in by? Because I have to sign in by 10.
So I have to 10.
It's awful. I wake up at like 9:30. I put an alarm for 9:30.
I'm so baffled. I'm like the only one that doesn't have to sign in.
We have to sign in. I have to message my form tutor.
What? Is it me and Lisa just like
Microsoft
I've never
Teams?
Had to sign in.
We do whatever.
No.
Monday, Thursday, Friday. All I have to do is just put here in the chat between 9:45 and like 1. And that counts as me signing in.
Wow.
And as long as I'm getting my assignments handed in when they're due in, I'm passing my course.
Wow. I have to sign in Monday to Friday before 10 a.m. And the amount of work we get from school it's killer. I'm actually physically dying. I spent 5 hours doing work yesterday just for geography.
You
It was-
said it would take
I
3
mean-
hours.
I know. It
I was
took
there
5.
telling you should have done it earlier.
I know. I spent Monday and Tuesday doing nothing.
I spent
honestly-
5 hours doing maths the whole of the week. I had a panic attack the other day because of maths.
I've literally
I
done
hate
nothing.
maths.
You did nothing, Lisa. When we were on that group, we were on that call. You were doing like a bit of physics, then you gave up.
Yeah, I'm doing nothing.
Doesn't everyone
I
give up halfway
feel
through?
like this whole like quarantine thing is gonna really like sort of change the school system.
Oh,
Though.
yeah,
because it's
definitely.
like
Yeah.
because now we've got all the year 11s doing all their GCSEs in September, the year 13s doing their A levels whenever they're doing that, and then you've got
I
all the
thought they just
unis
did
and
it
colleges
quickly.
that have got it reshuffled.
I
I don't
think
know.
They changed it. They're going to do it in September.
Yeah, they're doing them in September
Oh.
now.
Because they said we're going to come back soon. So
Wait, do they have to do it?
They still have to do
Apparently.
it. It's in September now.
Bruh,
But it's
you remember
gonna,
when they
it's
were
gonna,
like
all of my
freaking,
cousins
like,
threw-
celebrating?
everyone
yeah,
everyone
they
threw
were
away their
all going to
revision.
parties, all like, oh, we don't have to do our GCSEs and suck it, year 12. Yeah, now what? Now what?
Now what? Now what? Go,
Now what?
Go
You
cram that
played
English
yourself.
lit.
You
No,
played
it's not-
yourself.
Go
not even-
cram that
it's
mice
not-
of
it's-
men.
It's not even that. Like, didn't everyone throw away their revision?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure everyone
Yeah.
threw away with their revision. Yeah.
I know my cousin
How many
did.
people burnt everything that they had?
Imagine.
Like a massive
Imagine.
bonfire at like Tug. Everyone's burning their shit.
Do you remember when we did
Wow.
that?
Did we? Yeah, I remember.
And
And
Michael
just threw all
Michael
his
just
crap in
throwing
the fire.
everything on, and it was
Everything.
like 5 feet high.
Oh my god.
It didn't burn right. It was just
It
then,
didn't
like
burn
kind
right.
of half
because-
burned.
We had to throw the rest
so
in a
much
bin.
On.
You're
Yeah.
the sole
So much
contributor
on,
to
it was
global
getting
warming,
rid of the
Michael.
oxygen.
I brought an entire Sainsbury's bag. I wasn't able to throw anything in the fire because
I
Michael
have
just
2
threw his
crates.
crap.
I have 2 crates of GCSE Year 11 revision.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, so like, are we exercising? Are we going out? Because I did
Oh hell no.
in like the first 2 weeks, and now I'm just inside. Like, I only go out to buy food, and that's like once every 5 days.
I am.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we know Michael.
gonna
Michael's doing like a pilgrimage.
I'm gonna give a tip to anyone that owns a Wii console. Right.
We fit.
Just Dance.
Yeah,
Right.
Just Dance.
I've
Yeah.
been doing
Half
Just
an
Dance.
hour of Just Dance every day. That's what I've been trying to do with my little brother. It's a laugh. You're burning calories. You know, you're getting in that exercise. I've either been doing that or like going out of a walk with my parents, and then we sort of do a loop around the village, and then we stand outside my nan's for a couple of minutes because you know you can't stay within like 5 feet or something. So we just prop the door open and speak through her door and have a little chat every now and then.
Oh, that's cute.
So you know,
That's really
balancing
sweet.
exercise and social life. You know.
Lisa.
I walk the dog sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like maybe once a week.
Sometimes, you know.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but when I do, it'll be like 10 hours.
Wow. My
Oh yeah, you guys
God.
like fully go in a car. Like the whole family goes in the
Yeah.
car and then go somewhere for like a couple hours.
That is
I could
too
not
long.
put up with my family for 10 hours.
No,
I could not.
I take the dog and I walk like 10 paces in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
respect that. I respect that.
That's respect. Oh, are we texting people? I tried, and like I would
I've
text
given
someone, and
up.
they'll take like 4 hours to reply. I'm like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? There is,
No,
I
literally-
mean,
No one can be bothered to open them, like I said. Like,
yeah, but
Yeah.
like
It's a
there's literally
chore.
nothing else you could be doing at this moment. So why don't you like
Watching
talk to
Netflix.
people?
I have nothing
Oh
to
my
talk
God.
about. Nothing in my life is changing.
exactly. Nothing exciting is happening. There is nothing
Yeah,
to
but it
talk
doesn't
about.
have to be exciting. But you could just like talk to. There are so many abstract concepts in the world that you could talk
Oh.
about that are funny.
I mean, yeah.
But, like-
I did put something on my private story. Did you see it?
No.
What? No,
I don't
what was
think
it?
so.
Open it now.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
Just open it.
Is it like a duck?
I'll probably
This
just
doesn't
skim
sound
past.
good.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, I've seen it.
Wait,
Really funny.
wait.
LGBT. Luigi
Oh, yeah,
got
the
big
Luigi.
titties.
That's an
It's
abstract
hilarious.
concept, not
Really
Not Lu-
funny.
not.
It's
Sorry,
not like it was done like 10 years ago and now
Really?
TikTok just copied it. Not at
I
all.
mean,
Luigi kind of looking thick though.
Yeah,
I
he didn't
respect
look.
I respect
Lisa,
that.
what do you have to say about this?
Oh yeah, snap.
What do I have to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa, what do you have to say about this?
No comment.
No comment. Okay.
That's fair enough.
Alex is getting a right whooping later
But I
when this
mean-
podcast
Oh, yeah.
ends.
By not texting people, I've been doing a lot of other things. Like I've been watching a lot of childhood movies again.
Yeah, if you have Disney Plus
Really?
now, you just
Yeah, no,
getting that
I didn't-
value
Oh,
for money. That's
boo,
£60 a year. That's like £100 a year.
That's like half your soul a year, just
Not even that.
giving into the capitalization.
I just mean that like I've watched Shrek again like
Shrek's
3
trash.
times.
Why does
Shrek's
everyone
on
love
Netflix.
Shrek?
Shrek is
Everyone
amazing.
Oh
Shrek is
my
amazing.
god,
loves Shrek.
Shrek
And
is
I'm
a
like,
Oh my
religion.
god.
It's not that good.
It
Eh?
is. It's a cinematic
It's
masterpiece.
not that
We
good.
did Shrek as our year 6 production and it was beautiful.
Yikes.
We spent a
I thought
whole
so.
year. I know the script.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Big
No,
yikes.
that's I can respect that. That's cool.
Yikes.
No,
I have the
was-
recording
I
and everything.
Yeah.
Please never send that to me.
Oh,
Please
I
do.
will.
I want it.
God. Give it to
I watched
Michael.
Narnia again.
Ooh, Narnia. Narnia is good.
Yeah.
I've never watched Narnia.
Oh, you should. It's so good. It's
Oh,
like
I've never
better.
watched it.
It's like better Lord of the Rings.
Never
I
watched
was
Lord of the
obsessed
Rings.
with Princess
Yeah,
Bride.
don't watch trash. It's trash. Don't watch it. The Hobbit was better.
But to be,
Never
to
watched
be
that
fair,
either.
though, like, huh?
What? You never watched
The Hobbit?
Nope.
That's a cinematic masterpiece. Have you not watched
Hobbit's
The Hobbit?
beautiful.
Generally, never watched it.
It's like fantasy heaven.
I've just never got around to
Can't
it.
lie, I've never watched the Titanic.
Nor have I.
Okay, I have a story. I watched the Titanic with my family when I was like 3 or 4. It gave me the first ever set of nightmares I've ever had in my life. I was terrified of it. I cried.
Oh my
I couldn't go
God.
to sleep the night we watched it. I remember those were the first nightmares I ever remember having. And I couldn't watch it ever since. Never watched it. Now I laugh at it because I'm like, it's the dumbest film. They could have both fit on that door. If she just
Yeah.
They definitely could have.
if she just turned the way she was lying and he just got on, they were both like perpendicular to the door, the direction of the door. They could have sat on that for hours. He would have had to die. She was just she didn't move. Just
Yeah, in the
In the-
director's cut, the director was fully on the door.
yeah,
Like, he 100% could have fit.
exactly.
Did either of them survive? I know Jack died, but did the
The girl
did-
survived. She
Rose survived, yeah.
She didn't.
But
She
you
like,
know,
it wasn't the
Then
whole
there was-
film just her talking about it while she was looking for the ship, like 80 years later or something.
Yeah, like 8 years later, she then threw the necklace back in the water or something.
Yeah, I remember.
I
Yeah,
got
that
really
is
confused.
mad.
I
did
don't
you
know
guys
why.
did you guys ever get
Could
that?
have sold it.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
money.
watch that prediction?
No.
Because you
What?
know how apparently Jack first met her when she's about to commit suicide. Apparently he's just a figment of her imagination.
Whoa.
Oh.
So she was like talking to herself, and everyone around her was just like, "Yep, she crazy.
She's crazy.
She
Why
crazy,
did
but
you kill off a figment of your imagination, though?
she
'Cause she
move
was
on."
really sad.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man.
She was real sad.
She was real sad. She spent years looking for him as well. I don't know. Crazy people out there.
I mean, the
Right,
first
yeah.
film that gave me nightmares was the Polar Express, the film.
I've never watched that. Everyone talks.
I
Connor lives
I
on
have.
that song, I swear. And that
Yeah, he
movie, I
does.
just don't understand. I've never seen
that's,
it.
That's that
It's
movie
quite
first gave me
good.
nightmares because you know the sound of the train. Whenever I had a nightmare, the sound of the train would start, and then I had my nightmare afterwards. I always remember it.
Wow. That's dark.
I still get it to this day. Where if I'm having a nightmare, the sound of that bloody train will go, and then I'll have my nightmare.
Yikes.
Isn't it? How depressing is this?
Yikes. All right, so let's get back onto schedule a bit. Okay. School life after COVID. I know we talked about this a bit, but do you think we're going to redo the year?
No.
I
No,
want to redo the
I don't
year.
think they could.
Like, just make everyone redo the year.
I don't know
Or like,
what sort of conditions you guys are under, but because it will be different for me because you're all in sixth form, I'm at college, and the way it's been working for us is that so you guys have your A levels at the end of your second year, but we get given like a couple of assignments every month that we need to do within a deadline, which all goes towards our total grade. So we'd learn about a subject, then once we've finished learning about it, we get set an assignment and we do the assignment. And we do that over 2 years. I think there's about 100 plus different assignments that we do over the course of the 2 years. So for me, it's entirely possible to just continue over, but I don't know what it's like for you guys.
Yeah, it's easier for you because you could just like do the work at home and just send
Yeah.
it off. But for us, we have to learn the content, and the content is hard. Especially doing
don't,
it at
don't,
home.
don't get me started on
It's
maths and
so
chemistry.
hard.
I want to cry.
And
Like,
like
I
doing
think-
labs as well, you can't do that
No,
like
yeah.
out of school.
Yeah, I think my course is difficult, but in a different way to yours, because you have multiple different subjects that you will need to do, but I have one main subject with multiple different parts of it, some of which are easier than others, but I can just learn that all from home quite easily. But it's a bit difficult to figure out what's going on, really.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know
I don't
what they're
think-
gonna do.
No, I don't want to
It's
redo
unlikely
the
that
year.
they won't redo it, because then
No.
that will set everyone behind by a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the rest of
but-
And like the
time,
little
it's
kids, like the 3-year-olds, can't get into school when they
yeah,
need it.
exactly.
That's true.
But I'd rather just get special like privileges when it comes to our exams.
Yeah, honestly, they're probably just gonna do the whole. We all do the exams in September, and then just push like all university applications back a couple of years. Feel.
No, my DV just got cancelled, so I've got nothing to show for myself. So if you have something nice to say about me,
Oh,
please.
everyone who's doing like an apprentice, like doing like work experience, is totally cocked for the like UCAS because they have nothing to put on their like on their personal statement because they can't do any work experience that they booked for like the summer or anything, which is really sad.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah,
work
that
experience is cancelled.
Yeah, didn't your work experience get cancelled, Alex?
Yeah, I was gonna do. Yeah, totally cancelled. I want to do one at my mom's hospital, but like I can't do that now.
Yeah,
See,
Like,
I did.
It's like the
Mine
only
got
thing
cancelled.
that I have going on right now. Nothing else. Like I haven't done anything else because I thought I would have time.
But actually,
I was able to do
someone
my
came
work
back to me about
experience.
it.
Really?
I've got online work experience actually coming up.
Oh,
How do
Yeah.
you do it online?
I don't know how you're doing online.
I don't know. I applied for work experience at this company called PwC, and I got the work experience, but I wasn't able to go because of Corona. So they've now done an online webinar for everyone who applied.
Oh,
Hmm.
Plus, someone from school emailed me, but I'm not too sure what she was banging on about. But I just said, yeah, I'll do it.
yeah. Just get yourself out there. Oh, like in the last month, I've learned absolutely nothing from like from all the work we've been getting. It's been a lot of news like content, and I'm just like copying it from the textbook, putting it on paper, and sending it to my teachers. I don't know what I'm doing. So like, I feel like when we
You have just described what I have been doing my entire life.
I've been doing that my entire life anyway, but at least I was go to school and have some idea of what we are learning. But right now I actually have no clue, and I know as soon as we come back to school, literally no one is going to know anything from the past like 2, and they're going to have to reteach us all of it, or
I
like
don't think
someone
so.
will like half the year will know, or like a majority, and I won't. Because I didn't get the memo, like we were supposed to revise everything we've learned. We went back into
You do realize you're going to say no, that's right.
I know. So it's
You
like,
go to a smart people school,
They
you're
all-
gonna be fine.
they all know what they're doing, and I'm just gonna walk in, and they're gonna be talking about like infrared spectroscopy, and I'll be like,
Oh my god, I actually know what that is.
I know what
don't
it is.
even know what
I
that
know what
is.
it
Are
is.
you
I have
actually
no
speaking
idea.
actual words?
And I do science. I have no.
Yeah, I'm
I,
speaking
I
science.
actually know what that is, so I can actually teach
Do
you
you
that.
know the ranges for like all the bonds, like C
Oh,
double
not
C
start.
double bond
we
O
don't-
O
Oh,
H
please
C
no.
H?
Alex,
You're
we don't
giving me
need- we don't-
PTSD.
Alex,
Do we not need
don't-
to know that?
We don't need to know that. We're giving those.
Oh thank
please
gosh!
stop.
I thought I needed to learn that.
Can we
God.
not?
I got tracked.
Gonna
I
make
got
me
homework
cry.
on it, and I got half marks. I'm like, how do I get half marks? Crap! I literally copied it from a textbook. What is this
Mhm.
bullshit? It's just bull crap. I don't know.
I taught myself binomial distribution actually, which is quite good.
I just used a calculator.
there's a button that does it for you.
There's a button that does it. You just plug all the numbers in, and then boom, answer.
But what I don't understand is probability distribution. So if you guys want to teach me that,
nah, let's not talk about that. Probability, histograms, all the graph crap, no.
I hate stats.
Throw it away.
isn't it? I actually hate that.
I hate stats.
Like, thank God in further maths we don't do stats.
Imagine further maths
The maths.
stats. Oh
Bro.
my god, bro.
I did one lesson of further
imagine.
maths, and I hated it. Hated it.
I literally don't even know what you're going on about.
Yeah, we're literally speaking another language.
Like, I'm not smart enough to understand. You're speaking out of my expertise.
Oh, are we missing anyone in particular from like school? Are we missing anyone from school? Are you missing seeing? I feel like we're missing seeing family, like seeing the regular people see in our lives,
If
like
I'm being
extended
honest,
family, like seeing
If
friends,
I'm-
seeing teachers. Like,
if I'm being honest, the only reason that I want to go back to college is because I'm just bored. Like, there's nothing to do. It's
Why
just
haven't
like,
taken?
oh, that's a
Let's
long
not- that's a
story for
long
another day.
story. Let's
We
not-
could make a podcast.
We're gonna do a
separately
relationship
all
podcast.
about that.
coming
Why?
soon, guys. Relationships.
How can you never have told me you guys didn't make it? She was rich. Why did you
I
keep the rich
did.
one?
You always keep the rich ones.
My God.
Facts, guys.
Bro, I fully stalked her snap maps, found what road she lived on, looked for the average house prices. Bro, she loaded.
Oh my God.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
I know.
Yikes.
She had a nice car as well. It had like LEDs and stuff.
Oh,
It was cool.
Nathan, you should have waited for like the
AEDs
3
come as the
months.
standard now.
You should have waited for the
Yeah,
3
I've
months.
got LEDs in my car.
Wait
Doesn't
for-
make you rich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People get
I
LEDs.
got,
Yeah, you can help like
Yeah.
I'm
eBay
broke
get
as
a couple
fuck
of
and I have
LEDs.
LEDs in the car.
yeah, I got ambient lighting. And what color would you like? Green, blue, red, orange?
Purple.
I
We
got
got
Purple,
green,
purple
blue,
tomato
potatoes,
guy.
tomatoes, lamb,
No, there's
ram, hogs.
Okay, but Nathan, just ask me one question. Was it your fault or her fault?
Her fault.
See, Nathan, you should have waited for the 6 month. Wait for her to
6
get you a
months?
present. Okay, 3. Wait for 3. Wait for her to get you an awesome present, and then booked it. Like fully, like
There was
blocker and
nothing
everything.
I could have done. It was
Or at least-
as simple as that, and you know it.
Please
I-
tell
yeah.
me what happened. Now
No, you gotta be in the next podcast. You gotta be in the next.
We'll have to discuss this another time.
Yeah,
No. I'm texting
relationship
you after
podcast
this.
coming back soon. It's coming soon.
No,
Wait for
we're
it.
having
Stay subscribed.
we're having a Discord call after this about this. I want to hear this today.
Moving on. So, do we
Moving
actually
on.
miss? Do we actually miss anyone?
We
Yeah,
do.
there's a couple. Oh, is this a part where I can just shout random people out?
Yeah. I should go on. Go on.
Oh, sweet. So there's a couple of people in my class. You got a couple of dipshits such as Charlie, Jamie, and Ben and Gemma. You know, they all.
Oh,
Without
Gemma.
them, I don't actually know what I'm actually doing half the time. So you know, I
Shout out
do
to
miss them
Gemma.
because
Gemma
they're
likes
pretty
Colin.
chill. No, Gemma has a boyfriend with a 7-inch dick. So
Oh,
Gemma's
Gemma's staying right where she is. Gemma's
She is not moving.
She's not moving anywhere.
I
I
mean,
really hope they don't watch this.
You have no chance.
She's not moving for money or publicity. She's staying right where.
I want to know.
It's like when you get a
what
barber, you
conversation.
don't
What
leave.
conversation did you get into to have this conversation? For her to,
You know, it comes up
Honestly,
very
I
easily.
don't know.
Actually,
It does.
come
You
up
would be
easily.
surprised.
Yeah.
And then, of
Actually,
course,
do get that.
there's family that I miss, like my nan, of course, because she lives all by a little lonesome.
Big up,
And then,
Nan.
of course, there's you guys as well, because we had planned to do stuff, but then, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
Corona.
Bro, we could have done it the week before and avoided all of this.
I know!
Yeah, but we
Aston.
didn't know. We could have done. Yeah, who was it? Aston, right?
Aston, it was
like, no, I
Aston.
can't do. I have
Blame it
work."
on Aston. Blame it on Aston.
It's Aston's fault.
You guys always blame it on Aston.
Because it is Aston.
I
just
don't even
is
know
that.
what's going on, but it's always Aston's fault.
It is Aston.
Hi,
I mean-
Aston.
Hey,
if
Aston.
you're watching this.
Don't watch this.
Don't get
Skip this bit.
pissy.
Skip
He
this
will
bit.
get pissy. He'll get pissy and he'll just like he won't talk to us for the next week.
Yeah, let's. I kind of need it. We kind of need him for Warzone. So let's shut up, Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just move on. Let's move on. Elise, are you missing anyone, Michael?
I am missing people. I've got the whole group gang.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah,
so?
just my mate.
Just my mates.
Just
No
mate.
shout out.
It's the
No
important
friends.
people.
Just mates, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Ambiguous
just
individuals.
annoyed that like all my plans are being cancelled. I was gonna have such a
What
good summer.
plans?
Isn't it?
I had tour this year. It got cancelled.
Oh.
Tour is like the highlight of her year. Tour is actually
Yes.
good though.
Tour
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 is
not
is
even-
so
actually
good.
I got my best, like my old dream holiday coming up, and it got cancelled.
Where are you
What
going?
was that?
To Japan.
Oh my God.
Oh
No.
no, that's
See,
so sad.
Literally, I went on holiday just before the whole thing kicked off. I got back the day that the first person had been infected in Europe. Literally got back
Oh
the
my
day that was announced on the news. I was
That's
in the
so
Black Forest
close.
in Germany, and literally the day I got back, everyone was going into panic because like that was when all the mass toilet paper buying happened.
Why? No, okay,
That was-
let's talk about this.
That was
Why
a stressful
toilet
day at
paper?
Why
work.
toilet paper? I get noodles, I get rice. Why
God,
toilet paper?
you know how
Um,
stressful it was at work to
People want the
distribute
security of
toilet
wiping their
paper.
ass
Who
in
is
6
wiping
months.
their asses like 12 times a day to need that much toilet paper? There were people like fully
Whoa.
black. They were Black Friday fighting each other for it, and I don't understand.
No, I don't think you understand.
I
You know, at
could not tell
work,
you.
people were buying like what, £400 worth of pasta, toilet paper, and everything, and people were getting so pissed. I remember this one customer bought, I think, 6 packs of toilet roll, bro. To say that the fight after he paid, it was so funny though. I just sat there and enjoyed my time with the chill.
I just don't get it. And I think they
I
bought
don't
some.
get where you put it as
Yeah.
well. Like
do you
6
sleep
packs of
with
toilet
it?
roll, that takes up a lot of space.
No, but not even that. These were packs of 24.
Like, I'm not being
God.
funny, but who has like 24 arseholes to wipe?
Exactly.
Like, let's be honest.
But it's not even that. The guy came back next week for buy another 4-pack.
Why? Is he TPing the neighborhood? What is
I don't
happening?
Yeah,
know.
that must
He
be what
bought
it is.
he bought so much pasta, but I did something illegal. I charged him extra. He never asked for a receipt.
Oh,
Oh, Michael.
you know, you still might as toilet paper. Like, he's not gonna let you do that. He's gonna charge you.
He never
He's gonna
asked.
listen to this.
He never
Is he
asked.
gonna-
He never asked for a receipt. So
you might lose your job for this. I want to talk about this here.
oh yeah.
Hi, Michael's employers.
Hey, he's actually
Please
a
don't
decent
fire
guy.
him.
He's a decent guy.
They are
He's-
paying me for
No.
staying at home.
My sister got paid for like not working because she's supposed to be at
Same.
uni right now, but she does have like a job that she comes back to, and they paid her for doing nothing. She
I've
got
got paid for doing
800
nothing. 'Cause I
quid.
got,
Lucky.
wow.
how many hours a week does she work usually?
She must work like 3 times a week.
No, she does like once a week when
Eh?
she's back home. So she does like 5
Oh.
weeks a year.
Whoa. Damn.
I got paid £450 2 weeks ago for staying at home.
You know how much Uber Eats you can buy with 800 quid?
Lot.
That's a lot of Uber Eats. John would die.
Yeah.
John
She's
would
I don't know
die.
about
refusing to
you.
spend
I
any
don't
on
know.
me.
I don't know about you, but are you guys any of you missing takeaways? Because I'm having takeaway.
I
Empty.
miss Chinese. I can't get
Oh,
Chinese.
yeah.
And it is the saddest thing because I don't hate the Chinese. I don't think it was their fault, honestly.
They are blaming the blacks.
They're blaming. Are they
Can
blaming the
we-
blacks? Are they blaming the
Yeah.
blacks? Oh, we got to fight now.
Can we all agree on something, right? Okay. I don't know where the sort of thing came from where people thought that a Chinese guy bit a bat. But I've seen so many like I can't even call them memes because they're not funny, but just people making the fun out of the Chinese going, oh, the Chinese bit a bat and now we're all gonna die. Like, that's not funny.
It's
Like,
really
we're in the
bad.
middle of a pandemic
make
Yeah.
and people are just trying to poke fun out of an entire race of people for something that they can't even really be held responsible for.
Yeah. I have a big issue with Trump right now. He's like
Oh,
throwing
let's not.
accusations and like
Let's not.
inject yourself with
Oh
like
my god!
Yeah.
We literally talked about this yesterday.
We
Was
talked
it
about this yesterday. He was
Is
like,
the-
yes, as the president of America, I've been talking to the head of the American healthcare, and we're going to start injecting disinfectant. What is
Two
going
Texan
on in
guys were
America?
sent to hospital because they ingested so much like bleach. They're in like critical condition. I
Have
swear.
you seen? Have you seen the protest though, and those dumb states in the middle? That
Yeah, they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to go
Yeah.
back outside. They're fully protesting.
They're like,
But
oh, we
what
have
is wrong
freedom of
with them?
speech.
Yeah,
Let us go.
you know who you know which one celebrity who's he's clever but also a dumb idiot half the time who's
No.
supporting them. Elon Musk.
Oh,
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Because
know,
he's
I've seen
rich.
this recently.
Oh my
It's because
I've
he's
seen
rich.
this going around.
I mean, he did shave off 14 million off his share price yesterday. 14 billion. Sorry.
14
no.
bill off it. Whoa.
Gee.
There's
Where?
loads of memes. There's loads
Where'd
of
he
memes
go?
floating around all over everywhere now
Because-
because he was sort of backing up the people in America who were saying that, oh, you know, you should let us back outside. But now everyone's like, oh, what is wrong with this man?
Oh gosh.
Isn't it? It's how dumb are some people, or how not. I can't speak. I'll say it. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know another thing that Americans have been saying, right? So way back in like 2012, Bill Gates made a speech about how the end of humanity isn't going to be from some kind of technological advancement. He was saying that it was going to be from some kind of virus that was going to affect millions. So now loads of Americans are all going like, oh, it was Bill Gates that made the coronavirus and he's trying to fund off of it, and then he's going to inject everyone with these chips that have the coronavirus cure. And it's like, how much crack do you have to be smoked? That's actually a feasible, like, what?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Oh,
Crack. It is
yeah,
America.
not very
It
much.
is America.
It doesn't take much to think that.
They're like
we are
they're like
talking.
they're
We
like
are
the
talking
dumb
about the
baby.
country that has a walking orange with a toupee as their president.
But do you guys ever get infuriated by American TikToks? I don't know.
I
If
get
it's me.
infuriated by
Not
TikTok full
specifically.
stop.
No,
Like-
I mean, there was one guy. He was saying, have you seen about the crisp one about British slang or whatever it is?
I
don't know.
think so. Yeah.
No.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, he's shouting. He's like, you, like my foot, and you deserve to be under it. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, wow.
It was so funny to see
Anyway.
people like duetting it. Like, what language? What language do Americans speak? English. Where did English reply from? England. So why don't you shut the fuck up, you dumb whore?
Right. Let's move on from this. I don't
There
like
are
this.
a
Okay.
lot
I
of
just don't
bad
like
TikToks
Americans.
out there.
They're bad. There's some bad ones. So
Most of them.
Corona conspiracies. If we got any conspiracies, because I was watching a YouTube video. I don't know if anyone knows about Goddamn Zoe. Hilarious person, hilarious. So he was saying that the Chinese made COVID-19. They made it and it got released by accident, and they're trying
I
to
heard
like keep
something
it under
about
wraps.
I think
And-
the North Koreans made it.
Ooh, it was why Kim Jong Un was dead.
Oh.
Kim Jong Un was just like, good old Kim is gone,
Deceased.
man. He's gone now.
No,
He's
apparently
not
they
dead.
saw him.
I feel like someone, I feel like he caught it, and they're trying to cover it up, saying it was heart surgery, but he got
He's
it.
not dead.
I feel like he got it.
He's not
I
dead.
swear
He's not-
he's still alive.
He might
No
be alive.
one- no one
knows where he
knows.
is.
No one knows.
He's
I feel like he
gone
got
off
his-
radar.
I feel like he got the corona, but everyone's just calling it a heart attack. Or like some kind of
Yeah.
heart surgery.
No, because apparently, did you ever see that thing like when the US visited or something? I don't know, or some shit like that.
I think so.
And then they were like, "Oh, you'll get like a surprise or something." And in like a week, and 7 days later, he came the first case of corona.
Oh.
I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult to sort of gauge because there are so many conspiracies going on. Like some people are saying the government are trying to implement 5G, but they don't know what effect the 5G will have, so they're trying to cover it up and trying to get everyone in their homes. Personally, I think that's a load of bollocks. But
Yeah.
like, you
It's
just
just
sort of
weird.
have to take it at face value. Personally, like you just have to sort of see it as it's a virus. that is what it is. Deal with it. I feel like conspiracies are there to sort of make people feel at ease with a concept. So by all means, if that makes you feel more secure with what's going on, go ahead. But personally, I think it's a virus, and that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, apparently it's not man-made.
Alex, your brothers.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. You won't shut the hell up.
I
Some
don't
people are
think
saying
it's
it's
man-made.
man-made. Some people are saying it's either the American government or the Chinese government made it and it got released. Some people
But
think someone ate some bad pig.
But let me not
It's
lie.
not
If
man-made.
it was man-made,
It's not
surely
man-made.
if it was man-made, surely you would have made it stronger. Let
Yeah,
me
you
not
would have made
lie.
it better.
Yeah.
You would have made
Just
it
like
at least,
instant
like,
death.
Yeah,
isn't
we
it? I mean,
we knew
people are
about it
surviving this.
beforehand.
like
I
if
mean,
you're gonna do it, at least do it right.
do it
Like, kill a
right.
couple people. Like,
The thing is, we knew about it beforehand because it was found in animals beforehand, but we just didn't know that it was that dangerous. And the way that it actually spread was from a wet market in
oh yeah,
China,
in Wuhan, yeah.
in Wuhan, which is where it originated. It had been infected into one of the livestock that was being kept at the wet market. For those of you who don't know what a wet market is, it's basically just they
where they keep
cram
live
loads
animals,
and loads
right?
of livestock
Yeah.
together on like a little stall and they sell it. And because it's all quite unhygienic and packed together, it means that it's a really good festering site for germs, which
I
is
mean,
where it was,
really do be sounding like Africa though.
passed on.
I just
this
hate
is-
I just hate
I
it how
this is-
people are using the virus just to attack the Asian race in
Oh yeah,
general.
the
Yeah.
amount of
To attack
racism
Yeah.
that's come
the
out of
amount
this.
the amount of like Asian
I
American
mean-
like abuse, like attack, like hate crime in America is just skyrocketing.
Yeah, but really, are we confused that it comes from America though? Are we really gonna argue?
yeah,
the
but
case?
it's still, I think it's happening everywhere, but it's just the majority of it is in
Not
America.
really. It's just
I don't
America.
see
and
any.
then
I don't
the-
see any
the
Asian
Chinese,
cow, like
the
in general.
Chinese are blaming the blacks. So
I feel like everyone. That's dumb. I feel like everyone is just scared, so they just find.
Everyone's just blaming everyone.
Everyone's just blaming everyone because they're
Yeah.
scared and they don't know what's happening, so
Yeah.
they need some way of venting their frustration. And it's just, why don't they do that against the virus so that they can be productive and they can try and find a way of curing the virus, or at least helping or suffering from it, instead of attacking each other. Like, we're all human beings, we're all suffering the same
people
thing.
are closed-minded.
Amen.
But we're
They
still
don't
attacking
think
each other.
about it. They don't think
It's
about
really
things properly.
like us kids. We're not going out attacking the Chinese. Like, it's not. I'm
Bruh.
saying we're not attacking Chinese. We're all on house party, WhatsApp group chats, calls,
Yeah.
Zooms.
Haven't we given up with house party?
Yeah, we've kind of given up. But like, we're communicating with each other. We're making memes, funny memes. We're on TikTok, but the adults are fully just hating on each other, and it's just really sad to see. I told my mom I wanted Chinese like a couple of days ago, and she was like, "Nope, I don't want the Chinese. I don't want no Corona." I'm just like,
No, that's my mom said it too.
"Hell?
I was like to my mom, "Can you go get some eggs?" She was like, "There's no eggs in the store." But I was like, "There's loads in the Chinese store." She's like, "I ain't getting coronavirus."
I
was
ain't
like,
getting Corona." She says,
hold-
"No Corona."
I was
And
like,
she's like a
hold on,
nurse and
hold on.
stuff.
I was like, hold on. My mom was a
See,
nurse as
I
well.
just-
And I was like, hold up.
I was like, "What
feel
the
like
hell?"
that- I feel like the adults need to be better educated than the children. At this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like,
they're
We know
telling
so
us
much
how.
more than them.
Yeah, they're telling us how we should act and how we should see the world in like a good way. But like, they're fully hating on the Chinese.
Yeah, they're adults.
Yeah.
They won't see it from our perspective because they think we are closed-minded ourselves. So.
It's just mad. I don't want to be like that.
No.
Nobody wants to be like that, but
Yeah.
I think it's just what happens, and it's not. I think it's just that people just do it out, not because they hate each other, just they feel the need to blame something. Because I don't know.
But why don't they should just blame the virus and use that frustration to be more productive? Like, I feel like people when it comes to like when it's adults, when it comes to kids, other adults, they can find the right way to do things so quickly. When it comes to
Yeah.
themselves, they're so blind, and they would just go back to their roots and do like was previously seen as good, which is not now because there's so much racism, and people don't see it as racism because that's how they grew up, and it's just really sad to see, in my opinion. Like,
yeah.
why talk about love and peace when you can't love someone else because of some conspiracy or some rumor you heard that didn't. It's not even true. Hasn't been confirmed, and it's just I don't like it.
Don't
I
get
don't
it.
know. Yeah, it's a bit stupid.
Ooh, so what do you think about Corona? Yeah, what do you think about COVID-19?
It's a little bit.
What is your-
Piss take.
Why?
Yeah, I lost my Japan holiday.
That's true. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of a bit of a reality check. It's sort of like, I don't know, because it's like none of us have really ever experienced anything like this. Like, because the last time there was a major outbreak, I think it was like the SARS, which was
Yeah.
like 2000. 2000.
Nah,
I mean,
I feel like it was like
I think it may
2010,
have been.
2009.
Oh damn! I thought it was like
I
the Black
think
Plague back in like
remember.
Middle Ages.
No, I'm
I,
pretty
I
sure it
have
was
a
like
funny
early
feeling it was like
2000s.
2003. I think it was the year
Yeah, I
I
feel
was
like it was.
born.
I think it was
Oh, I
around
was
there.
born
Yeah.
2003.
So like we were
I'm
just like
pretty
popping
sure it
out of the
was.
womb at that point.
Yeah, we were like all infants, so we
Yeah.
of course don't remember it. So it's a bit difficult to actually gauge. It's sort of a bit of a reality check.
I mean, you
Wait,
could
what?
say Ebola, but like that wasn't.
Yeah, but
in
that
our
wasn't
face.
That
really
didn't
a
really affect
pandemic.
us.
Yeah, it didn't affect us.
That was effectively dealt with
Yeah.
because no one was allowed in or out really. I'm gonna try and not sound rude here, but it's Africa.
Yeah,
and
it was,
the part of Africa that no one was really going to.
It's true.
Not that really many people go to Africa anyway, or leaving because no
Yeah,
one
it's
has
true.
the money to.
Yeah.
Unless you're working at like a school there or in one of the big cities. But it wasn't. It was in a really localized area off the coast somewhere.
Yeah, I read
fully-
something like
fully-
right at the
oh.
start of Corona that was like Ebola's so much worse because like it didn't leave Africa. No.
And it's just
Yeah.
sad that we, like humans, only care about things when it's right in their face and it affects
Yeah.
directly.
But
Like
what's
me, I'm
annoying me at the moment is all the celebrities all going, "Oh my god, it's so difficult getting through
Oh yeah, Sam
coronavirus."
Smith
Isn't
pissed
in
me
their
off.
mansion
Isn't someone
Sorry.
in like the luxury vacation
sorry.
like
Yeah.
house off the coast of Spain?
Sam Smith pissed me off.
What did he do?
Did you see that whole thing of him crying? Saying lockdown
No.
was so hard for him and living in his £1 million house. Like, shut the fuck up.
There are fully people who can't pay rent and are
Yeah.
homeless.
And
There-
then
She,
there
like,
are
my house could
people-
fit in like one of their living rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And they're like
Really?
complaining how life is so hard.
In
No, they're
America,
living-
there are
they're
like
sheds.
20. There are 23 million people filing for unemployment, and people can't pay for rent. And there are celebrities out there saying, "Oh, quarantine life is so hard." I'm like, what the hell? How can you even think like that? How can you have a clear conscience saying life is hard for you when there's so many
You
people?
know,
There's so many other people out there.
I guess it could be like a lifestyle change. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
But-
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be different for everyone, but it's still not like, I mean, you can't compare going through something like this from a celebrity standpoint where you've got all that wealth and like 7 different houses and 5 different Lamborghinis, and then compare that to someone that's either on the street or in a like abusive relationship with their parents or someone they're living with. You can't compare those two because it's, you know, someone may have got closure from going to school and actually being able to leave the house if they were in a bad relationship, and then you've got celebrities that are going to be out all the time doing whatever because they're celebrities. It's like
Yeah,
different things to gauge.
I really feel bad for the people who used school and used going outside as a way of getting away from their life. It is really
Yeah.
sad
And
for them.
people that get like free school meals because they can't afford
Yeah.
food, and now they can't eat. And it's like,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, school was actually quite a big part of multiple people's lives for those who weren't wealthy enough or not in a stable enough situation in order to care for themselves or their children. So it's like, it's difficult.
And like, have you seen the amount of like I've seen the news in America, the amount of food they're throwing away because farmers can't get it to restaurants because restaurants are closed.
Yeah.
So they're literally
Yeah.
throwing away millions of milk and potatoes and all that, and they can't get it to food banks, which is really sad because there are so many.
Send it
can't
to the
eat.
UK.
Yeah, but like
Jesus.
I don't know
Wait,
how they can't
what-
think of a way of transporting all that food from a farm to like a food bank somewhere, like how is that so difficult for them?
I mean,
Because
we're the only country that's stockpiling and running out of food because we're dumb. So I guess all other countries are fine when it comes to food. Like no one else is really struggling. So
Yeah.
have you seen like all the European countries? Like their supermarkets are fine. So I mean, I guess they're already stockpiled enough. So there's only so much you can hold without getting expired or anything. Unless you just have to stick
We
it in
also
the freezer.
import a lot,
yes, true.
Unless you
and now
stick
we
it in the
can't
freezer,
really.
and there's only minimum amount of freezer space you have left.
It's not even just food though, it's other stuff. Like there's like I don't know if you've seen the images, but there's like tens of like hundreds of oil ships all sitting around the coasts of America because usually America would have bought the oil, but because no one's using their cars and no one's going anywhere and using up the oil, it's all just sitting in the container ships just along the coast of America. It's
Oh
like
yeah, the economy is
That's why
going to
petrol's so
shit.
cheap right now.
Yeah,
Literally, everyone's filling up their cars like this is great.
getting ready for post quarantine to go on like
Road
a
trip.
road trip to like Belgium and back.
yeah.
I mean,
my gosh.
I'm going to Paris with my friends. If you guys want to tag along,
Oh,
Oh,
if I had the
please.
money,
yeah.
if I had the money,
it's not that expensive. If you take
it's not really expensive.
if you
Yeah.
take the overnight bus, you get to Paris in the morning.
Oh, you're taking
then-
a bus.
Yeah,
I actually like long bus trips. They're
Yeah,
actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
take the-
they're
you
I
just
can't
fun.
sleep on a moving like vehicle.
Oh, I can't
You're
read on
weird.
a
That's
I
my
can't read
issue.
on a mute. Can you
I
read
can't-
on a moving? It makes me physically sick.
sick.
Oh
Like,
my
I can't look at my
gosh.
phone.
No, I can't look at my
If,
phone.
if I'm
on
on
the
a long
car.
car journey, I can't look at my phone because it
No,
makes me
same.
feel motion sickness.
It's weird because the fact that you're still but you're moving just fucks your brain.
Yeah.
Like, I can't sleep on cars, coaches, buses, planes. I don't know about you. You
Ooh.
guys sleep on planes?
I sleep on planes. I sleep everywhere.
Really?
I
Yeah.
That's
I
kind of
didn't
mad.
sleep. I don't usually sleep on planes because I'm too busy looking out the window, going, "Oh my god, we're flying over that country! Oh,
Oh
look,
my
there's
gosh,
that
more
landmark."
water!
More
Yeah.
water.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Oh my god,
clouds,
there's an
more
ocean.
clouds.
More clouds. Oh, you don't see the water. All you see
Never
is
seen
clouds.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see
It
Oh
all
my
looks the
gosh.
same.
Air travel and like,
16-hour flight.
do you realize that like transportation after quarantine is gonna be so bloody cheap because
Yeah.
companies just want to make money and they don't care how they get it.
Oh
No, it'd be more
going
expensive.
train fare.
No, I feel like it would be
is gonna
so
be
cheap.
amazing.
It will
It's
be
gonna be
expensive.
It
It
will
will
be
be
so
expensive.
cheap.
It
I
will
feel
be
like it will be
expensive.
so cheap.
It will be expensive.
I feel
Because,
like everyone
I mean,
wants to travel though, so
No,
they can make it expensive.
expensive.
Oh,
It will be
yeah.
expensive.
It's
Demand
gonna
will, the
probably go
demand will be
either
great.
way.
But I
Demand will
feel-
be greater than
but I-
supply, so they will charge more for tickets. Trust me, it will be
Yeah.
more expensive.
That's
I
a
So
shame.
hope
next-
not.
For the next like 3 years, things will be bloody expensive. Like flights will be expensive as hell.
That's just gonna ruin things.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have to pay like already like £6 for a return ticket to go to college every day. So if it gets much more expensive than that, I'm a bit screwed.
Okay, so how long do you think life will? How long will we take? How long do you think it will take for life to go back to normal? In your opinion, I
I'd say
think
like 2 years.
I feel it's
2
gonna be like
years.
2 years,
For it to
not
be like
gonna be
completely
quick.
normal.
especially
I-
with
because it's
Brexit. I
like-
feel like the UK
I-
is even more fucked.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like we say 2 years, but the minute we get out of quarantine, we're gonna forget about everything. So I think the minute
I
we come
feel
out,
like-
we're not gonna do anything. 'cause
No,
we
but I feel
we have the
like-
privilege.
Like
to do
for
whatever
us,
we want.
like us individually, I feel like we'll go back to normal straight away. But I feel like the world as a whole will take a lot of
Yeah.
time to heal
Like
up.
Yeah.
there's gonna be parts of the economy that are gonna
Yeah.
take a while to restore, and like the stock market and all the different companies like regaining all of their like money.
Money.
Yeah.
At the moment, you've got so many companies at standstill because they can't get people to buy their stuff. It's like
And people can't
there's-
work as well.
Yeah.
so it's like I mean, at the moment, what we've been told is that because Boris made an announcement recently, and he was saying that we're over the worst of it, and if we keep going about it the way that we're going about it, it will be over within like 2-3 months. But you've got to sort of hope for the best,
I
but
don't get
expect
that.
the worst.
They say 2-3 months. They want us to go back to school. I don't understand that.
Because they want to get us back outside.
Because
Yeah, but
they
then
want to get everything back, and
To
they're
normal.
what they're talking about. What they're
We're
talking about
social
school.
distancing in school. How's that even gonna work?
Well, what they're talking about doing is sending schools back in groups. So you do, for example, all the year 11 first because they've got to do the GCSEs, and then you leave it for a bit, and then you send more people back. So it reduces the risk of, you sending thousands of students back into
Yeah, it's
cramped
not like
conditions
suddenly,
and then spreading it.
8,000 people just in one area suddenly all at once.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't understand. I don't understand how it's gonna work. But
have you heard about the possible vaccines that they're making? Apparently, they're going
Yes,
really
I have.
quickly, and I don't
'Cause-
know if they are going to work because it takes like a couple years to make a decent vaccine. But they're like
Well,
banging it out in like
So
2-3 months.
long.
So I'm not sure
I'm
about
aware that Oxford University has come
Yeah,
up
Oxford
with
has one.
a vaccine that they are now starting to do human trials on. So you've got them doing their one. You've got the Donald Trump licensed disinfectant injections,
I mean,
which
the
is going to kill half of America. But
Ebola injections are doing quite well apparently against coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
So the Americans should legislate that you can use Ebola treatment against the coronavirus today.
I mean, I'm not. Honestly,
actually
America's
work?
just silly. So.
Yeah, apparently it does. I mean, I don't know.
Take it with a
No.
pinch of salt.
I haven't got coronavirus.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For all I know, anyway.
Oh, have you seen that the environment is doing like wonderfully because we're
Better.
not
Is it?
outside?
Yeah.
And as
Yeah,
soon as we
it's
go
so
back,
There have been
Like,
so
apparently,
many memes of it.
very like
Greta-
like
Greta
Paris and
Thunberg
like
to have a little. She'd have a
yeah,
little mini
she must be
fit
like
when she comes back.
partying. Yeah.
She'd have a
There's
fit
been
when we
so
go
many
back. When we go
memes.
back,
As soon as
greater
it's
than
gonna be
better.
she's gonna have like a
She's
Yeah, like all
stroke.
the rivers are
stroke.
clear and there's no like smog and stuff.
I feel like
There's-
Paris and like
Everything's
Tokyo
great.
has like it's less smoggy. Like it is actually
Yeah.
The
better.
emissions from China is so good right now. If like there was some map with like the colors that show like how bad emissions are,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
China is normally like red, and it was like nothing.
Damn.
I mean,
But I
look,
feel
Well, it's like
there
I
was
think
a
this is-
jellyfish. There was jellyfish in Venice.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
and you've got the dolphins returning to the piers of Italy, and like Godzilla returning to
Dolphins!
Japan.
Oh, dolphins.
The
I feel
dinosaurs
like
are coming back next.
I feel like this is the best time for governments to implement like really strict environmental laws because
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
one is outside.
yeah.
Like I feel like if they don't do it as soon as like when we come out, I feel like they should do it in the first month, and if they don't, everything's just gonna go back to shit, and the
What
world will
if-
like blow up.
Right? What if the coronavirus is just a cover up for reducing CO2 emissions?
I was
Working
thinking
the
that.
tree.
I was actually thinking
It's
that.
working.
It's working.
I mean, it's
very well.
working.
I feel like that's giving us another like
Yeah.
couple years before everything goes to crap.
Yep.
You know, the 12th of
Been
December,
saved by a few years
2012.
by a load of people
That's coming.
dying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
do
I
you
heard.
remember
a-
when everyone thought the planet was going to end in 2012?
I waited for that crap and nothing happened, and I was disappointed.
No, have you seen 2012, like the movie? That thing's scary.
Yeah.
I've watched
Oh,
it twice. I really like it though.
What did I want to say? I think I heard a conspiracy somewhere, or at least I kind of have this conspiracy that COVID was used to do population control, just to
Costa's open, guys.
Not gonna
It's
lie, we needed it.
we
Mass
kind of needed it.
genocide.
Like it is sad
Like,
that
there's
people
too
are
many
dying.
people.
There are too many people on this planet, and like
And
I
it's
feel like
good that
COVID
it's
was
like
just
happening in like populated areas, so it's not
Yeah.
like all of just say Ebola again. It's not just
yeah,
the
it's not just
poor
like
African
yeah.
like areas that's just everyone's dying. It's like
Like-
across the world.
They're just like skimming the top of the cake, and I feel like we kind of need
Yeah.
it. Like it is bad, but we kind of need it. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of vaccines, what's your favorite drug?
Just casually.
Ketamine.
Are we talking recreational?
Oh, we're talking recreational, we're pharmaceutical, we're talking all of them.
I mean, insulin does keep
Um,
me going.
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
shout
ins-
out to insulin for Michael.
Insulin, big up.
insulin, whoop whoop.
Woo!
And ketamine does
storage.
out.
The sugar.
What's with everyone in
I mean,
Ket? That's my question.
I
Why do
don't
people love
know.
Ket?
Oh, that's a big
Like
thing in
it's
like
just
schools.
Yeah.
horse tranquilizer.
Why
It's
is it-
just like why are
you-
people
it
taking it?
It
What?
takes you right out.
It takes you right
I have a
out.
friend who like goes to this school and like over 5 people every day overdose on cat.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a laugh.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time.
Speaking of drugs of medical nature, I have had to be. I think I have hay fever, so I've been
Oh.
taking this hay fever medicine.
Welcome to
But
the
it's
club.
really odd
Welcome.
because
Taste-
it
taste
tastes
your time.
like mouthwash, and it's
Oh.
like
Ew.
I
That's
feel
bad.
like
You got
I
some bad
shouldn't
stuff.
swallow it.
I feel like
because
Are you
it
sure
tastes
that's
like
actually like
that might be
medicine?
expired. That might
No,
not be medicine.
it is actually medicine. I
Is
don't
it-
actually
is
know
it-
how old it is. But
It might be
I
a
wouldn't trust that.
it might be off. It
I mean,
might
it
be
didn't make me
Probably
die,
is.
and it stopped my sneezing,
Yet.
so it worked.
off. It works. It just doesn't taste good.
It's slowly killing you, so your
Yeah.
body doesn't realize what's happening.
It was like mouthwash, but not as like awful as mouth. It was like if mouthwash was made into an ice cream flavor,
Ew.
but a tolerable one.
So it's like a Bean Boozled, but just worse.
Yeah, sort of weird.
So like everyone's doing ket and weed and crap. So like, do you think we should legalize weed in this country? Because
It
I feel
might
like
make it safer.
I feel like it would make it so much safer because they would have around it and they
Yeah.
would regulate the distribution and like I think there's which weed is it like marijuana or you can get like THC so you don't get high but you still feel like super great. So like
it's
I mean,
like
I just want to say, what's the point?
of what legalizing it
No,
Medical
of like
uses.
THC if you don't get high.
medical
no,
uses.
because there's
I think it alleviates-
Lisa,
Other than
Lisa,
medical
Lisa,
uses.
Lisa, facts.
Jesus
you've got
Christ.
THC and you've got CBD.
What's
And
the point?
I think CBD is the one
CBD is
that
one that makes you
doesn't.
high.
It doesn't
I'm-
give you a high.
I'm pretty sure it gives
CBD
you a high.
doesn't give you a high, but THC does.
Okay, switch that round. What's the point of the CBD other than
There
medical
is none.
uses?
It's
Exactly.
no, it's
There-
for
there
medical
is no
uses. I
use
think
for it.
I think it alleviates pain. Some people use it for like pain medication.
But
Then you might as
I
well
it's,
get
it's
less pain and be really happy.
No,
I
but like
know.
people high is not good.
But sometimes the high is what you need for the medical use. Like for I can't remember the name of what disability is, but there's a disability that makes you. I think it's Parkinson's. Is that the one that makes you constantly shake?
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's Parkinson's. People in America have been taking weed, medical weed, to help Parkinson's because it stops the jitter and it allows them to regain control over their body. I don't know if that requires them to have the high or not, but it's like
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
But-
drop some of that stuff off at my nan's.
Okay, don't talk about the THC and the CBD. Just weed in general. Shouldn't we legalize it? Because there's enough people taking it that it is
Enough people. I think everyone takes it.
I think
There's
we
enough
should-
people taking it that we should just
I think
just
it
for
should just
everyone's
be
safety.
legalized.
just for everyone's
Yeah.
safety.
Because I think if it got legalized, less people would actually use it.
Yeah, because people
Because
would
I feel
try
like-
it and then
I feel
realize,
like-
oh,
I feel like people
There's
use
nothing
it
special
because
about
they're
it.
like, oh, it's
It's
illegal. Look at
cool,
how
yeah.
hard I am. But
Yeah.
really, it's like if they legalize it, they're probably going to be actually saving lives of people in hospital and cutting down on people that are getting addicted to it because it's no longer a drug that people are going to start taking. But then you've got the minus side to that, where then people might start taking more hardcore stuff like crack or like whatever
people already
to
take
try
crack.
and.
The crack community
Yeah.
is out
They're
there.
already on
The
And
that.
crack
they're on
community's
it.
out there.
But
It
it's
won't.
not as bad
I feel like
as the weed
everyone
one.
would go for weed because it is legal,
Yeah.
and as long as they don't
also, if
water it
it's
down.
legal, they can monitor how much
Yeah,
they're selling,
exactly.
and so like people are
Exactly.
less likely
Like-
to OD.
If you want to look at just the economic side of it, companies would make so much money off weed.
Oh, the tax. Oh my god.
They would make so much money, even if you don't want to do it from a standpoint. In terms of money, they would make so much. So why not do it?
Yeah, I know.
And if the
They
government
can
got to
overprice it when it's illegal.
yeah, exactly. If the government got a share of it, you could put that into public services, which would better the entire community. So I don't get why they just won't legalize it.
I'm not being funny, but I don't understand how cigarettes are legal, but weed isn't.
Exactly.
Cigarettes
there's so
literally
much
kill
worse.
They
you,
literally
and that's
kill you.
it. They don't. They give you an addiction, which then makes you smoke more to get rid of the addiction.
Weed is better.
At least
Weed is
gets
better
you
smoking.
high.
Weed is just
Gets
better
you
smoking.
high.
It's just
Cigarettes doesn't do
Exactly.
anything good for you.
It's just so weird to me. I feel like it's because cigarettes are such like they're historic. They have history behind it. You know, people used to just smoke cigars and crap to show like how
Yeah.
rich they were and
Yeah.
stuff. And like weed is quite
They used to think it was good for you.
yeah, exactly. So like I don't think they want to get rid of that culture. That's just culture.
They
Yeah.
can't
I
really
mean,
make it illegal
cig-
but
I mean,
now.
cigarettes bring you a lot of money as well, so you just got to think about that.
But I'm not. I know quite elderly people. I know an elderly person, which is one of my nan's friends, and I always remember my nan telling me that this friend that she has, she's on an oxygen tank. Even though she's on an oxygen tank, she still smokes.
Why?
So
She's smart.
it's
You
just
can't
because.
stop.
And her excuse is that she's been doing it all her life, so she can't be doing herself any more damage. But you've sort of got that naivety from the
do you
people that
think
grew
what
up with
you're
cigarettes
on the
being a
oxygen
good
tank?
medical choice.
Do you think the oxygen tank and you smoking has no correlation?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult.
Like, I don't understand people who think that smoking is so good. Oh, because I've been smoking for the past 10 years, it can't do me any bad now. But it
Yeah,
is. You just don't see it. And then it'll hit
it's
you.
still killing you.
It's still killing you, but just silently. It'll hit you like a truck in like 3 years' time. Or it will
exactly.
hit your
And
kids
it's
when you're
like,
trying to have kids. And it's
and
like, why
it's
would
like,
you do
Yeah.
that?
it has effects that you can't see as well. Like there's internal damage that it does. Like it can clog
Yeah.
arteries. It can give you defects. It can make your organs not function at
Exactly.
an optimal capacity. But why would you even risk that?
And like, you be
You know?
smoking, and then you have like maybe get, I don't know, a stroke, or you get lung disease, or you have a heart attack, or your kidneys stop working. Think, oh, this can't be because of smoking.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time, it is because the toxins are in your body and they're contributing towards this other ailment that you have.
I
But
mean, like, if you look at the stats, what percentage of low income people smoke compared to people with
lot.
higher incomes? So yeah, it tells you if you think about it, how are the education of people with low incomes typically?
not the best.
Not as
Exactly. So it's simply just mindset like these that have created. But I guess people make a fortune out of them because people who smoke them are uneducated in the fact that they don't understand the damage they're doing. It starts
it's
from a young
also
age of
more
like 14, 15, and then goes from there really. So
low income
Yeah.
jobs as well. If you're doing like practical jobs, you're more likely to like have a lunch break and have a cigarette. Like if you're in like an
Yeah.
office,
To like,
you're
to
not
like calm
really
down. Yeah.
as likely gonna do that.
I feel like it's a mindset. I think it's also culture as well, and people just use it. I feel like it's not people aren't directly going to cigarettes.
it's
I feel
not
like
even it's not even that. If you go to a city job and if you go to London on a work day, let's say on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, you go to them. If you go during lunchtime, do you see anyone catching a smoke?
No.
Very, very, very
Really?
few people are catching a smoke during lunch.
It's not
So-
as many. Yeah.
It's just sort of like it's frowned upon as well. So people who you just see it more commonly, people who do more of like lower income tertiary jobs.
I feel like they use it as an escape or something, just to like alleviate themselves, because they haven't got anything else to kind of use to like calm down or like do anything to help them.
I think it just reminds me. You guys know what like My £600 Life?
I think so. Yeah.
Great TV show for self-esteem. Can't lie to you. But
If you think you're fat, what? fat.
What
not as fat as
600?
that
What
guy.
just honestly, and it's just like if people just keep make excuses for, just because they can, just because they think that by making excuses their problems will go away. So
I hate that. Just people don't face their. Okay, I'm a bit of a hypocrite here. People don't face their. I did not face my problem. I'll say that, but like I don't care. People don't face their problems, and they use excuses to like justify why they're doing this thing or why this problem is happening. Like they have this problem and they do nothing about it, and they keep going back to it. And I'm just like, why don't you just step up and deal with your problem and at least face it instead of just making excuses and making life worse for yourself? And you know you're making it worse for you. Don't stop. And it's just very weird to me. And I'm just like, why do people do that to themselves? Do they hate themselves?
It's a tricky one.
It is a very tricky one, which we will talk about in another podcast because they're too long. I feel like
We've just gone on massive tangents right
I
now.
know. That's what this podcast is for. Sanity.
Yeah. Insanity check.
I feel like that's where we're going to end
Oh,
it here,
I'm long
folks.
gone.
We're going
Yeah.
to end it here.
Gonna wrap up.
We're going to wrap up. We're going to end it here. Thanks,
Okay.
Lisa, Michael, and Nathan for tuning
No
in.
worries.
This has
Thank
been a
you.
great
Thanks for
hour and a
having
bit.
us.
having us.
Yeah, we're going to try to do this maybe weekly or bi-weekly if Nathan can be bothered to edit it and I can be bothered to find people.
It's all
If
on
I
you,
can be
Nathan.
bothered to do it,
If
you know.
Nathan can be bothered to do it, I can try and sort. I can try. Nathan shows me. So I feel like that's where we're going to
Yeah.
end it, folks. If you like the video for the YouTubes, like and subscribe. More coming along. Add a comment down below to tell us what you want us to talk about. We'll probably talk about it. I'll probably read the comments. Depends on my mood. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.
Sanity out.
Bye.
Don't ever